I am delighted to be joined by Di Parker. Di, thank you very much for taking time to chat with me today about your masterclass that is taking place in 2026. So your topic is a very interesting one that I think we don't address enough, and it's grief, growth and integration, transforming loss with NLP. So please do start by telling me a little bit more about yourself and your masterclass.
Well, I'm Di Parker, the Good Grief Coach, and I've been working on grief as a niche since I lost my husband in 2016, and then my little sister died the following year. I have been doing NLP coaching since 2004, but nothing really prepared me for the loss that I was experiencing at that time. And so I wanted to sort of dive into that to help future people understand that when they are facing something like that, there is somebody like me out there that you can go and talk with. So that's what I'm very passionate about, and helping people navigate these changes that we have in life that are thrown at us.
Yeah.
We think we can be prepared for, but actually, when they happen, we find it's completely different.
Yes, yes. No amount of preparation can sort that one out, can it?
Mm.
So what is apart from the fact you're actually a new presenter for us, a new masterclass presenter, which is fantastic. What else is fresh, innovative, and new about your masterclass?
It's about helping people that are going to be working with clients identify that the signs of where they are struggling and claim it to be a loss connected with grief,
Mm,
that the emotion of grief is coming up for them for that.
yeah,
Because not a lot of people understand the impact of the different types of loss that we have and associate that with grief,
right.
that as the emotion that you're doing. And then, of course, when you get down to grief, people think it's a process you go through, implying there's a start, middle, and an end. So I go around saying, no, grief's an emotion. It will be triggered. When you have a memory, it will be triggered.
Mm,
And so take away the pressure, and I dispel the myths and the beliefs about you might have been told about grief as you were growing up, if you were lucky enough to have conversations, because the majority of us learn by just watching the adults around us and how they navigate these losses that they experience. But like it can be anything. Like if you've got a client that is being made redundant, is facing retirement, and they've been in a very high managerial position, and now they're faced with what am I going to do now?
mm,
And helping them pivot their life, really. That's
yeah,
what we all do with our NLP skills. Um, but looking at losses itself and understanding that that's what you're doing can empower you then to say, okay, that's the bit I need to say goodbye to. That sort of element of your hopes, dreams, and expectations of how your career path was going to go is now finished because you've completed it.
yeah,
It's again, it's another loss, even though you've kind of achieved in life. So it's helping people then navigate through those elements of life,
yes.
to have a happier future.
And that's a really good point, because loss is not purely when somebody passes away. As you said, retirement, career change, things like that. I've not really considered that as being
Yeah,
other areas where you
yeah.
could have massive amounts of grief. Absolutely.
That's right. You've got people that are going through divorces and things like that,
Yeah.
um, that they possibly might shrug off, not realizing that there's an end to something there that they'd invested in.
Mm,
Their like hoped dreams and expectations were they were going to grow old together, and then these things have happened.
mm,
And then it's how you help the children navigate all of that as well.
yes.
We can cover elements of that too during the the um the course that we're going to put on.
Wonderful.
Um, it's about all of it is about empowering people when they're facing these aspects of grief.
Yes, yes. So, what top tip would you give to delegates who are thinking about attending your masterclass so they could better prepare?
Um, Come with curiosity and an open mind, um, to not be fearful of the topic, but sort of grasp and appreciate the changes that one can get from having more knowledge and understanding of the impact of this, and the impact of grief on us. Obviously, grief can narrow things down a little bit, which is why I'm sort of now looking to expand it more into looking at loss. So we'll probably focus more on that now as opposed to grief, though I'm going to be doing a bit on helping them understand more about that emotion, because not a lot of people understand it.
Yes.
It's just something that you think, oh, it's just something that happens and you can push it aside.
Yeah.
That box that we all have down inside with the lid on and your foot on the top.
Leave it there.
Until eventually something does happen and then it all sort of pops up. But it's all about empowering, and I intend to have fun when I'm doing it. So it's not going to be like the Grim Reaper. I'm not like the type of, I am the good grief coach. We're going to have fun. And I hope that everybody will feel relaxed enough to enjoy and share and ask as many questions as they feel that they can.
Yes, absolutely. So what inspired you, Di, to want to present one of the masterclasses?
The opportunity. Again, it's like we're constantly evolving and growing, and I wanted to push some boundaries of my own. And this popped up in the email, and I thought, well, I can only ask. I can only see how it's received, and I'll just pop it out there. And thank you so much for replying with a yes.
You're welcome. I think it is an important topic that we probably it's still one of those topics that, dare we say, that can be slightly taboo. So
Yes,
it's
exactly.
brilliant.
Yeah, and there's one thing, when I've worked with clients through this, I will ask them how they're feeling, and they often follow that with empowered, because they've got tools now to manage their future losses.
Yes,
And
yeah.
the average person going to have 42 different types of loss.
Wow.
I think it's time we all started understanding and talking about grief.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, yes, I shall. Well, looking forward to this one in terms of just the whole ability to and the empowerment. Because as you say, everybody at some point in time is going to experience
Yeah.
some sort of loss. So to be empowered to deal with it is a real gift.
And it will be interactive.
That's always important. So just to remind those watching, Di is presenting one of the NLP Masterclasses in 2026, actually presenting on Tuesday, the 14th of April, 2026 at 1700 BST. And we will have 3 hours to deep dive into this very important topic. So thank you so much, Di, for sharing a little bit more about what this is going to involve.
Thank you so much for asking me, Karen.